I think I've unmuted myself. There we go. My own Boontog, everybody. Magandanu Maga. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Wednesday morning. It's October 25th, 7 in the morning, and it is 76 degrees. Oh, a little cool out. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, Siri didn't get that. Oh, well. No worries. How's everyone doing? Good morning. A little sleepy today. Joe cut me up late last night. We were watching a movie. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Yes, three bears on two wheels. So a couple things, right? Wow. Let's start up here while everyone's kind of connecting. Yes, that thumbnail was from our trip from the falls or the canyoneering we did. That's how they kind of get you back and forth. They shuttle you on those little scooters there. What an incredible ride that was. That guy was a really he's just going right up the hill and just steep, gravelly, really impressive ride. So that was that. Really quick too, just for people who might be new to the lives here. The lives for me, we kind of deep dive into things we can't do in a comment section. So it's really the opportunity to kind of go through questions and that kind of nature. So that's how I like to do the lives. But I really don't have a theme. I just I let people drive and kind of that deal as far as what we want to talk about in the lives. I do have a 30-second timeout in between comments. So when you put a comment, you have to wait 30 seconds before you can put another one. And that just hopefully curbs any type of someone who's trying to spam the channel or spam the chat, right? And then the other thing too, I used to do member only lives, but I don't. They're wide open, so anyone who wants to join can join. If we need to change that up, we will, but so far it actually hasn't been too bad. I think the last maybe 3 or 4 lives, I opened them up for anyone and everyone. And then, kind of the last part is, if you haven't noticed, it's really kind of a family channel. We joke around and have fun, but, my daughter's in here sometimes. My dad's in here quite a bit, sister, so on and so forth. So just kind of a heads up is that. I mean, we still have fun, right? It's still a channel. I mean, if you watched, stuff, we joke and have fun, and we can get really deep and serious in here too, if you haven't noticed. So anyways, that's enough about the preamble. Let's get into it. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Got actually a busy trip. We're heading out to Dumaguete today. Joe's going to be walking by here any minute. She's heading out here in a second. And then after the live's over, Mike and I are going to drive down. So Joe and Janet are taking a bus down to Dumaguete, and Mike and I will be driving. So a lot going on as usual, but it's good times, good fun. So hope everyone's doing good there. Yes, riding tandem Pinot style. Magananu Maga from Batangas. Yeah. Good morning, brother. Hope all's good there in Batangas. Yeah, it looks like, it's been beautiful here. A little bit of rain now as we kind of get deeper into the rainy season. We're seeing a little more rain at kind of every day and some afternoon showers. But yeah, no, it's been nice here. Hope all is good in Batangas. It looks like Chris is trying to strangle the driver. So I'm uncomfortable being a passenger on a bike. I like driving the motorcycle, I like driving it, but being a passenger is a little bit terrifying. But yeah, so I was holding on. He said, put your hands on my shoulders. So that's what we were doing. But those guys are so skilled. It was kind of fun. Yeah. The motorcycle, the scooter travel was epic for sure. And the road, man, the road is so steep and gravel. It's not like it's paved. And they're just going right up. It's really cool. Yeah, yeah, it's really beautiful. So that intro shot that I posted there, that intro shot was from I believe that was Komotas out in front of DJ's Resort there where we're staying. I was just kind of kicking around and really experimenting with the drone. I haven't flown the drone that much. What's that? Oh, I haven't flown the drone that much. So that was really just kind of an experimental flight of the drone. Yes, Benny. Good morning. How's it going? Good evening. Hope all's good there. uh, Popcorn. Yes, get your popcorn. Get your peanuts. We're starting. Good morning, Morton. How's everything going for you? I've seen a lot more info on the Himalayan. So a lot going on. Can you here? Have some water. Be right back. Drink some water. Joe's over there coughing up a lung. Get her some water. Yes, seen a lot more on the Himalayan 450. just a ton of stuff coming out on that bike, man. I'm really, really excited. Really excited. Should be good. Should be good. Hello. Good morning. Good evening, depending on where you're at. Canyoneering, yes. So when we were over in Mobile, we did a day where we went canyoneering down to the south. The what do you call it? I think Quasin Falls, I think they're called. They're actually closed right now, but they reopen here. Actually, they might even reopen today, but they closed down. There's some hazardous stuff that needed to be cleared out, so they're closed for a little bit. We did another section, and it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. It was. I was actually a little bit sick, and it woke me right up, made me feel pretty alive. So that was fun. Had a blast with that. Yeah. Did you eat Jollibee spaghetti? I haven't tried the Jollibee spaghetti. I'm a little hesitant with the sweet spaghetti, to be honest with you. I love spaghetti. I love pasta. But sweet pasta to me sounds not so good. Yes, my own Buntag. ¿Cómo está? Yeah, next road trip on the motorcycle. Well, actually this morning, heading out, driving down to Dumaguete. So riding with Mike from, Mike's Philippines Retirement, and we're going to ride down together. I think the trip, we're going to kind of play it by ear. There's a couple ways to go. You just kind of go south down to Car, and then you can either turn right over to Mobile and head down that coast, or just keep going. So either one's about the same, but really depending on the traffic and the weather, we're going to do a road trip today. And then we're going to spend, I don't really know how long in Dumaguete, but, probably 3 or 4 nights minimum. And then maybe even do a little bit of trip around Negros, kind of there. But yeah, really the point of this trip is just to go down, kind of check out the city. I've decided that's where I'm going to move to, and really just want to go down and kind of check it out. Maybe get some ideas of neighborhoods of where I could, live and move. It's a different kind of living experience than what we got here. But so yeah. 7th November. Yes, the 7th of November is the release day. I saw that too. It's coming, man. Really exciting. We've got some early stats on the bike: more horsepower, lighter weight, air cooled, and better upgraded suspension. I mean, could be a really phenomenal machine, man. I'm really excited to see it. So, and then of course, the next thing will be to look at is when you can actually get your hands on one. So, I think in this particular market, Morton, it should be pretty easy for me to get one, provided they get here. Just there's not a lot of there won't be a lot of people buying that type of bike here. Costs and other reasons too. But yeah, Dean, good morning, good evening there in the UK. Hope all's good, man. Hope you've been good there. Yeah, we're doing well. We're on our way down to Dumaguete, getting ready to head out that direction. So it's been an adventure, really. Just kind of, as I kind of wrap up this lease that I have here, just really kind of looking at what's next and going through that whole process to figure out where I wanted to go, and landed on Dumaguete. And like I've said in the video too, and that I don't know for how long, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. I really love Cebu City. I've made some great friends here. So, but I'm also excited about thanks, Joe. I'm also excited about being down in Dumaguete and doing some stuff there too. So I think it'll be really, really a great time, kind of traveling around, we've been trying to get to Siquijor for a while, get over to Siquijor, ride Negros. So yeah, really excited about that. Who's riding on the back? You or Mike? Yeah, we're gonna be riding 2 bikes. So he'll have his bike. I think he's got a Yamaha NMAX, and of course I've got my bike. So yeah, we'll be riding out on 2 bikes. So should be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to it. We'll be play Born to Be Wild. We'll be playing as we're cruising along. 2 old guys riding around the Philippines. Oh man, we've had a really good time together. Honestly, it's been fun connecting with him and Janet and just kind of joking around and laughing. I don't know if you saw the video on his channel, but man, we were just busting up. So, but it's been a good time actually connecting with him, chatting. The sun is out here, although rain was forecasted. I think we've got a similar forecast here. I think we're looking for some afternoon showers. So I actually washed up a lot of my rain gear, so I'll be packing that. The nice thing too, though, about the rain, it's not like Colorado where I lived, where you get 50 degrees and rainy. You actually have nice, when it's 80 degrees and rainy, it doesn't feel that bad. So, and you're not really going that fast where the rain hits and hurt. Like when you're going 50 plus miles an hour, the rain can be a little bit of a hazard, but here it's really not too bad. Yeah, popcorn out, thumbs up. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, good times, man. Good times. Why are you tripping? I showed up on a full moon party in Kuala Lumpur on a scooter. Lady from the hotel asked if I needed a ride. She made me hold a big laundry bag while she is holding the dog while she drove. Dude, it's so wild here to see, how they move goods, and you have 5 people on a scooter sometimes. The whole family's on there. You've got big boxes and crates and stuff on these scooters, and furniture, and just all kinds of wild stuff. We've seen big bouquets of flowers wrapped around the whole back end of a bike one time. It's how most people get around, is with 2 wheels, and I really like that part of it. Which is so different from the West. Is a 2 wheel enthusiast myself. I really, it feels great to be in a community where the majority of the people are traveling in that way. So yeah, it's great. Charles, good morning from Odessa, Texas. We had rain. Yeah, yeah, I bet it's coming. Getting some rain out there. Yeah, beautiful Odessa. I met a couple guys recently from Austin. So yeah, shout out to you, Randy. Good connecting with you. We're actually looking to do a trip out to Bohol after our Dumageddon trip with a group of guys who are out here. Some guys just moved out here recently. Shout out to you, Eric, and my buddy Scott will be going, and then of course Randy as well, who's on a scouting trip. So really met a lot of people. Shout out to you, I believe Albert, to you that I've met recently. So really met a ton of people over the past couple of weeks. So yeah, good stuff, Charles. Hope all is good there in Texas. Yeah, cheers from Canada. Hey, George, how's it going? Hope all is well in Canada. I'm sure it's the weather's, you're getting into your season there. And maybe have you had your first snowfall yet? Yeah, I don't know about Colorado. I haven't been really watching the weather too much, but I bet yeah, definitely getting into some cooler weather now. I have number 10. Yeah, and the number 10 on the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's cool that you went canyoneering. I know you were a bit iffy about that. Yeah, a lot of it, BJ Benny, is just my mobility, and just moving around and kind of bending around that, was a little bit, but I actually felt fine in that. But as somebody pointed out in one of my videos, I put on a little bit of weight. August and September, I haven't been exercising like I was previously, and kind of got a little bit thicker in the midsection, which limits my mobility. So, but we're back. It's been a couple weeks now. I've been running pretty consistently, really since we got back from Mole Bowl and started feeling a little bit better. I got back running again, but definitely the Al Capone donuts have not helped, man. But yeah, no, it's the canyoneering was a blast. I highly recommend it. It is something though you want to be somewhat mobile. There's a lot of jumping, that kind of thing, climbing. But you're jumping into water, so I wouldn't describe it as impact, but being able to scoot around and that kind of deal is kind of key for that canyoneering. As you thought I wasn't here to watch. Bob, how many hours is the ferry from the southern tip of Cebu Island to Dumageddon? Bob, I don't know offhand. I think it's really quick. Like when I was there, you can actually see Negros really easily from, I'm guessing less than an hour, 45 minutes. It will be that ferry ride from southern Cebu to, I think it's northern Dumageddon. But I'm going to vlog it. I'll vlog it today and kind of go through the process and stuff. So heads up, there'll be a video on that deal for sure. But I'm guessing less than an hour, 45 minutes or so is my guess. It's really close. It's really amazes me how big and small the Philippines are at the same time. As I'm traveling around, I'm like, oh, wow, you look over and, oh, there's Leyte, right? Or there's Negros. We're just kind of seeing all these islands, so yeah. Dean, heading to Dramageddon. It looks like some exciting times ahead for the both of you. Yeah, no, it'll be fun. Yeah, there's not as many. It'll be interesting to get how many foreigners are there. Is it overpopulated with foreigners? Is there a lot of loggers? That whole perspective, I think, is a little bit kind of blown out. Kind of like Baguio is the only place in the mountains you can go to escape the heat. I think, that's a little exaggerated also, but we'll see. I'm interested to see what it's like being there. If there's a lot of foreigners here in the business park where I'm at. I mean, a lot of foreigners. So there's definitely a bubble here. So I'm interested to see what the bubble is like there, and if there's a lot of expats, a lot of foreigners. if they're easy to escape, if that kind of deal. So because there are quite a few here in the Cebu Business Park and IT Park where I'm at. Yeah. Sam, what do you think you'll miss in your place there besides people when you move to Dumaguete? And what are you most excited about the move? Yeah, great question, Sam. Yeah, besides the people, my friends, yeah. I really, there's some restaurants here that I really enjoy. We're going to be doing some videos on those to really just kind of help people out. And two, just to back up, it's really the one of the main things about this channel is to help people who are looking to come here. My content is designed to as a guide, I feel, in some ways, to show, hey, I'm here. What are some things that I can do? Where can I go eat in that case? So anyways, so some of the restaurants that I like, just the convenience of Ayala Mall here and just being right across the street. I mean, you have everything you need: grocery store, restaurants, movie theater. So really kind of the convenience of where I'm at is something I think I might miss. I don't know. I would suspect it would. There's a lot more riding the scooter motorcycle around and trikes and stuff like that to get to your destination versus here. There's the Cebu is really packed in, so you can walk to a lot of places. You can also take a cab and that kind of thing. And there's no cabs in Dumaguete, so I think those will be some things that, as I'm looking at, that will be there for me. But also, too, on the flip side of it, I get to ride my motorcycle a lot more, which I really enjoy doing. So, yeah, really great question. Yeah. So, what am I excited about on the other part of that? Like ride my bike more. Making some new friends and connections out there would also be something I'm excited about. Yeah, exploring Negros, getting out to Siquijor, popping over to Mindanao, going north up to Bacolod City and Iloilo, and then still also too traveling southern Cebu. So it really is a region that I'm excited about exploring, and all directions, north, east and west. There's not so much to the south, but I guess Mindanao technically. But anyways, yeah, great question, Sam. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Jude, morning, Chris and Joe. Yes, Mayang buntag, magandang umaga, and good morning. Jude says good morning, Joe. She's getting ready to head out. Rory, I'm looking at the map. So there will be a ferry boat ride at the end of the island. Yes, Rory, it's right on the southern tip of the island. There's a ferry on southern Cebu that I think takes you to northern Dumaguete. Yep. And you can also take a ferry directly from Cebu to Dumaguete. And I don't know how long that is either. But since, when you have motorcycles, you have to have it. It's called a roll on, roll off. You have to do a certain type of ferry. And what Joe and Janet are going to do, they're actually going to take a bus from here, take a bus down to southern Cebu, and then that bus will get on the ferry, and it'll take over to northern Dumaguete. So yeah. Charles, Joe's sick again. Yeah, you can hear her over there hacking up a lung. Yeah, she got a bug, and it was really kind of missed time too, because I was actually looking to do some more trips, but I didn't want to leave her sick, and then of course I was worried I was going to get sick. But yeah, she caught another bug. Excuse me, yeah. But she's on the tail end of it. She feels fine, just mostly kind of lung stuff. But yeah, she caught a little bit of a bug unfortunately, like not quite a week ago, but almost done with it. You were able to take Mike shopping? No, we could not get out, man. I had such a video planned for that. There's a really cool mall, and I want to shoot this area. It's the 138 mall down there on in what do you call Cologne Street? Really, really amazing area. Just packed with people. Just a really Cebu City kind of shopping vibe. We've been out there a couple of times. It's really cool. It's a little bit hard to shoot because it's indoors and it's dark, which my camera doesn't really do good in those environments. But I really want to try to shoot it. And I had this whole video idea with Mike and clothes shopping with Janet and Joe, and I was going to try to have him put on a dress, a little nice flowery dress. But anyways, it didn't. We both just been so busy. He's pretty busy when he's here in Cebu, and then of course for me it's been a busy week as well. So we'll have days where we'll have like nothing planned, and the next thing you know, it's freaking 8 o'clock at night, and we've been out running all day long. So that happens quite a bit. Just meeting people and just doing different things, and people will hit us up pretty frequently as far as, hey, you want to, meet up here or there, or whatnot. So yeah, good times though. Explorer, Inventor, are there any Cebu language group classes in Cebu tailored for expats? That's a great question. I would think such a class would be a good way for both of you to learn the language and also meet other expats. Yeah, that's a great question. I would assume there would be. Yeah, and the main language here in Cebu is Bisaya, right? So you got Tagalog, which is the primary language spoken throughout the Philippines, right? And everyone speaks and understands Tagalog, but then you got dialects in all these other regions. So the dialect here is Bisaya. So, which honestly I would recommend. It just depends on where you're going to live. If you're going to live in Luzon, then you want to speak Tagalog, but you wouldn't want to speak Tagalog here in Cebu. You'd want to speak Cebuano to really kind of fit in with the locals, So yeah, that would be great. Great question. I don't know. Yeah, I would actually like to do something along those lines myself. Yeah, take a language class, but I would want to focus on Visayan because this is the region in the area that I will, probably be in most of my time. Cebu, Bacolod, Iloilo. Iloilo, they do have another dialect up there, Ilonggo. But yeah, and Mindanao speaks Bisaya, and then Leyte, Samar, they all speak, Bisaya. So yeah, great question too. Morton, did you have a look at the Philippines Adventure Loop, 5,000 kilometer off the beautiful bike ride? I'm going next year tour. Oh, man, I did see that. Wow, what a ride. And it looks like the guy did it in like 2 weeks, or that ride. Yeah, that looks amazing, man. And it's great because it really gives you a good route and a good plan to go. I really need to get, I've got a nice Garmin Zumamoto XT GPS, and I've still yet to figure out how to get the maps downloaded for the Philippines. Really kind of a challenge, but yeah, that would be great to get all that hooked up and then, import that route in because it looks amazing all the way from Luzon, all the way down into Mindanao, and then over and all the way up north through. Looks. I did see that. Looks pretty cool. George, snow in the mountains is in the forecast. All right. And where were you at again, George? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, in Canada. Yeah. Or in Colorado. Yeah, I bet there's some snow in Colorado. Yeah, I would suspect there would be, especially in the mountains. I hope there is, right? Help out the ski resorts. Bob, we took a week-long whole motorcycle trip in September. Wow, great vacation, touring spot. Enjoy your trip. Yeah. Bohol is another place I'm really excited about riding. A big island, mountainous too. I really like the combination of mountains and beach and ocean. I feel like those two combinations are what I like to kind of ride and see. The flatter areas, like when we went up to northern Cebu and rode Bintayan Island, it's just really kind of flat and beautiful scene, right? Beautiful beach, but really just kind of flat area up there. So, and then another island we went to, Comodos, was really amazing, man. Just really mountainous. You're coming out of these hills and into these big palm trees, and then your ocean, and just gorgeous. Yeah, we'll see you up there, Joe. Have a good trip. Bob, yeah. So that sounds great. Dean, so they celebrate Halloween in the Philippines. Here in London, me and a few friends have plans to scare the bejesus out of the kids for entertainment, but we've arranged this with the parents. Yeah, they don't necessarily celebrate Halloween. They have a day like in Mexico, like the Day of the Souls, I believe it's called, something along those lines. But yeah, there is a day on that, and I think it's November 1st. But yes, similar, but it's very similar to like Mexico, where it's more of a celebration of the people who have passed kind of thing. Yeah, which originally was, I think, our original Halloween too, but it's morphed into kind of what it is now. Yes, hello. Mayong buntag, magandang umaga, good morning. Starting to consider Duma. Never thought I would since I'm in my 20s. Yeah, stick around because I'm going to be doing some stuff with Duma as well. Obviously, from a new guy perspective, I've logged the past year here in Cebu City, and I'm going to be doing some content in Dumaguete and just kind of vlogging about what it's like to be there, and really could kind of compare the two, because that's what's going on for me, because I've, like I said, been here and then going there. And the other thing too, over the next couple months now, I'm really going to be focusing on, all right, what do I want to shoot here in Cebu City? What do I want to show you guys? So really too, if you have any requests of some videos or things that you'd like to see in this area, let me know. My plan is to definitely shoot some of my top favorite restaurants to let you guys know where some good eateries are at if you're here vacationing. I've done a lot of the tour stuff around here, but continue to do more of that. But yeah, let me know if there's anything you want to see in really either location, as that's where, kind of where I'll be. Yeah, it's not Dramageddon, it's Epstein Island. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun to be out there. I'm really excited to kind of see what it's like, and like I said too, even just getting over to Siquijor, and then kind of riding a lot of Negros. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, snorkel the reserve in Tuan is a blast. Okay, all right, Bobby. Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate it. I know there's some good snorkeling around there. There's an island. What's that? Turtle Island. That's kind of nearby there too. That people have talked about. Yeah, I haven't done any snorkeling. Unfortunately, when I was in Moabol and then also in Oslo, I was sick that whole time. So, it was really congested and stuffy. And the last thing I wanted to do is put on a mask and then, fill up a snorkel mask with, you get the picture. So, yeah, I didn't really do anything around that. But I am looking forward to kind of doing more snorkeling and diving. Did you drive across Cebu to Toledo City yet? I did. So I've been across the Trans Central Highway a bunch of times. And that goes over to Balamban, and then, but then I didn't go over south. I've been in Toledo, but not kind of like on a ride like you're describing. Those east to west routes along this whole island are, man, they're incredible. And I did a trip from Moabol over to Oslo and kind of went by Osminia Peak. That was also incredible. So yeah, highly recommend those east to west routes. They're very mountainous and but crazy roads. I mean, we hit this road when we were trying to hit Osminia Peak. It wasn't fully paved yet, and the incline was so steep that Scott, my buddy, his rental car could not make it up the incline. He actually had to turn around and go up in reverse to go up that incline. So it's just, some of these roads are just unbelievable, as far as how steep they are, how just beautiful are, and it's just, yeah, I'm really excited about the riding here and just really starting into that journey. Honestly, I just got my bike and only had maybe three trips or so. Gary, hey Chris, did you check out Dos Equis ukulele commercial? I don't know that commercial. I will look though. I'll have to check it out. I'd forgotten about it, honestly, until you kind of brought it up now. It's just, gosh, guys, it's been busy. It's been really, there's been a lot going on. Yeah. I think you'll enjoy Dumaguete. It doesn't have quite the modern business park style bubble as Cebu, but there's still a good bit of modern stuff. It has its own charm for sure. Yeah, Benny, I'm excited about it, honestly. I really am. And I feel like, it just checked a lot of boxes for me as far as what I wanted to do and things that I'm committed to, and writing and growing the channel and that kind of deal. I felt like it was just a next step. It made a lot of sense. Looks like Joe is all dressed up for the bus ride. Let's see a fashion show. Yeah, she just headed out. Like I said, they're on their way. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I think maybe 5 hours or so for the bus, and we're about the same as a ride. So a little bit of a ride. Don't judge Dumaguete according to what is seen on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely, brother. It's more of a chill than Cebu City, but it doesn't feel like a retirement home. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. You know what? As I'm hearing a little bit about it, I kind of get the vibe. It's a college town, so you have a university there where you have a lot of people coming in for studies, and yeah, it sounds great, man. Like I said, I'm really excited. I think it'll be a lot more motorcycle riding for me, which I enjoy. I've already cased out a couple of gyms. I'm entertaining the idea of hiring a maid, to do a lot of the cooking and stuff there. So, like a maid here, they're really kind of hard to find, and do more of that cooking and cleaning stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about the lifestyle there and what I see available. I think it'll be a good next step, and who knows, maybe I'll like it and stay. Yeah, we'll see. I'm committed to definitely 3 months, possibly 6 months. Just depends on the place I find and the lease requirements there. So I should be good. Is there a Jayco Al Capone donuts in Dumageddon? I don't know, Sam, but I hope not, man. I need to escape those. Man, those things, man, those are dangerous. They're really, really good. Really, really good. Hope Joe feels better soon. I still have whatever that thing I have from last week, so feel for Joe. Yeah, man. She hit a nasty bug. It really hit her in the chest where she was coughing a lot. Thankfully, I didn't get it, so I'm feeling fine. But yeah, she was pretty sick for a while there, and so we ended up staying here and then just kind of chilling to make sure she was good. But yeah, she's on the tail end of it now, so she's no more fever or any of that stuff, and hadn't had a fever I think since probably Saturday. So yeah, she's doing great. Christopher Visaya and Dumageddon as well, I believe. Yeah, Christopher, you're right on. Yeah, they speak Visaya there too. I think most of Negros is Visaya. And then, maybe they speak a little bit of Ilongo and Bacola just because of proximity and kind of the history there, but I'm not, 100% sure. Visaya for me, it just makes sense given the region that I live in and where I see myself traveling, Mindanao, Negros, and that whole deal, and as well as Leyte and Samar. So yeah, Canada, right, George? Okay, you getting some snow up there in Canada, up in the mountains? Yeah, yeah, beautiful time of year, right? Yeah, beautiful. We went 2016 to Dumageddon, taking the ferry from Santander, which took us a bit more than 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, even my wife, professional, have survived the ordeal. All right, yeah, so 30-minute ferry ride over from yeah, that makes sense. That sounds about right. What I was thinking too. It had to be pretty quick. I've done some ferries from over to Comodos Island. I did the ferry from Hagna Port to Bantayan Island, and this one just seems. I mean, you can see Negros looking straight across. It's not very far, so I would think it would be a pretty quick trip. Yeah, thanks for confirming that. Cebuano and Visayan synonymous or slightly different? Same. Cebuano and Bisaya, same. Gary. Yep, same. Samar is okay. Samar is Were language and is some ports in northern Leyte. Okay, yep, that's good to know. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I have not heard of that dialect before, so yeah, thanks, man. And I'll probably hit Samar, especially in summer, March, April, May. I'll try to get out there, and I'm not so worried about low pressures coming through there. Yeah, I'll probably ride up through there. Really, I see, as Morton is talking about, there's a whole loop you can do, and some of it is coming up, through Mindanao, up through Leyte, up through Samar, and and then connect up to Luzon. So I would suspect at some point I'll probably do that trip. Probably not. Probably, who knows? Yeah, I doubt 2024, but possible. Possibly 2025. But yeah, thanks for that tip. I hadn't heard of that dialect before. Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. Yeah, Day of the Dead. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very similar to what Mexico has. That 729. What time we got? All right, a little bit behind, not too bad. Yeah, very similar to what they have here. Just about 20 minutes to cross the channel. Okay, yep. In order to take the route, Panabato will be a little bit longer. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure which one we're going to, but I'm gonna vlog it this morning. I figure out things as I go. You guys haven't noticed, but yeah. Hey, Chris. Greetings from Chesapeake, Virginia. Nice. Or yeah, Chesapeake, Virginia. Thanks for all the great videos. Yeah, no problem, brother. Appreciate you watching. When you settle in Duma, check out Goldfinger. He's an American man who has a huge motorcycle helmet giveaway. I have heard of him, and I have heard about the giveaway. I think they're really kind of pushing forward on that right now, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that guy's a character. Ukulele comment jogged my memory that you have a ukulele. Have you been furthering your sweeping Joe off her feet with the ukulele? Ukulele, brother Dean, has been sitting up on the shelf. Hasn't gone anywhere, man. I hate to say it. G Street. Hey, Chris. Hope all is well. With the first trip to check out the new place, will that be on video? Yes. So we're going today, and going to Dumageddon today, and then I'll be vlogging a lot of that trip. Just like to a lot of this channel, I like to let you guys know kind of how to get you know, if you were in my shoes, how would you get to these places? So although most of you probably wouldn't be riding a motorcycle, Joe is actually, I think, going to be vlogging her bus trip over. So that could be a way that some of you guys go. You can hop on a bus and go down to Dumaguete. You can also fly. I mean, it's pretty inexpensive, especially if you do it in advance. I think it's less than $100. So you can fly, you can take a ferry, you can take a bus, or you can, you know, take a motorcycle or a scooter down there. So yeah, definitely plan on kind of vlogging it and showing you guys how it works. Yes, big up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. You know, a lot of new subscribers over the past couple weeks, so it's nice to see kind of things climbing again in the right direction. So if this is your first time being here on the live, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love Samar. You know, I can't. I want to check it out. I definitely want to make sure I time it so I'm not doing it during the rainy season. But yeah, I want to go. Yeah, Lete was gorgeous. I can only imagine Samar. Yeah, really excited to see it. Hi from Queens, New York. I just came across your channel with a Mike interview. Yep, in a recap. Who are you? How and why did you get there? Wow. Yeah, a lot on that one. You know, there's a video that I put out, I think early on, why I moved to the Philippines, hate culture to happiness. I think it just kind of goes, I mean, we'll definitely talk about it now, but that is a good introduction to all of it. And I really kind of just put it out there in a way that kind of captures it all. But, you know, really in a recap, yeah, why did I move here? You know, like a lot of us, right? I was just kind of tired of my life in the West and, you know, everything that was around that, all the drama. I mean, honestly, guys, I have no idea really kind of what's going on in the world. I had to give up on that. I just really did. And then just all of it, you know, I focus on just kind of touring around this country. I focus on my day-to-day stuff. You know, I don't really know what's going on in the world. So I came out here because of those reasons. I can't, you know, you know, one of the things that I'm present to is I really have to watch what I put into my ears and my input, right? Like, if that makes sense at all, I have to watch kind of what I consume visually in media and movies and stuff like that. It was really impacting my well-being, to be honest. And then coming out here and then traveling around, you know, just has been life-changing. So that's kind of what happened. And, you know, I've been out here since December and, yeah, just kind of living my life, just kind of touring around. I've been in Cebu City for the past year. You know, prior to that, I was an IT guy for a law firm for almost 20 years. So I was an IT professional. So yeah, that's kind of me. But that video kind of goes through it. Actually, it's funny. I just watched it this morning. Somebody else was asking that kind of deal because there are a lot of new people, and I sent them that video as a link, and it really does. It kind of goes through a lot of what I talked about, and, you know, just kind of divorced and kind of getting back into the swing of things and that kind of deal, and just realizing, man, there's got to be something better out there for relationships, for financial freedom, you know, all of that stuff. And when I started looking around, I discovered this country, and you know, I'm really enjoying my time out here, enjoying my journey. So it's been great. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yes, como está, Kefri? Feel better, Joe? I'm just chilling and making some chicken chorizo. Yeah, the chorizo here is so different than what I'm used to. You know, my ex-wife was from Mexico, so I've had Mexican chorizo, and that it's the chorizo here is really sweet. It's good. Yeah. Explorer, you said it can be hard to find a maid in Cebu. Can you elaborate? Yeah, so it can be hard to find a helper here just because there's a lot of jobs, and this is kind of what I've been told too. There are a lot of jobs for people to work at, from my understanding, and it can be hard to hire somebody versus a little more once you get out in the provinces, or hard to find a reliable one potentially. This is what I'm hearing from my buddy who's a Filipino who lives here. So they really struggle to hire what do you call yaya or a maid here. But when I was talking to Mike about Dumaguete, he was saying, yeah, no, it's pretty easy to hire somebody out there for that kind of work. So, but yeah, it can be a little bit challenging here in Cebu, from what I've been told. Just given that there's some work, there's a lot more work out here for them to do, and it's labeled as work that most people don't want to do. So Yeah, that's my understanding, anyways. I could be mistaken, but that's what I was told. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, yeah, lots of new content coming out as far as Dumageddon and Negros and that kind of deal, as well as I'm still here in Cebu for the next whatever. I'm going to try to go through January. I would really like to be here for Cinelog, and go through Cinelog again and vlog that because I wasn't vlogging when Cinelog came through last year. I started in February, late February, so I really want to show you guys that because that's so cool. Cinelog is just an incredible experience here in Cebu City, and if you the city just it doubles in size. It's just massive. People everywhere, but really elaborate costumes, and even in the mall here, you'll have bands and stuff playing in the mall. You'll have dancers, and it's pretty incredible. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, Goldfinger and Paul have a great conversation, which is fun to watch. I did see there's three guys in a recent video. I haven't watched it yet, so but yeah, I have seen that up there. Will Joe and Janet hop on bikes when you get to Negros? If not, stay clear as they as if not stay clear as they grab a trike, or you and Mike might get the skin tax. Yeah, they got me for 200 on a ferry at a hotel. Yeah, yeah, it could be. Yeah, yeah, it can happen. I think we'll ride around quite a bit on the motorcycles. Honestly, yeah, I think that will be how I get around mostly. Yeah, and trikes too. I like being in the trike. I remember my first trike experience. It was pretty great. I was in Balamban, was sitting on the back of a trike looking out. It's like then you're in the Philippines. There's some milestones uh, for me, anyways, that were there. A trike ride was one, and then on a boat, right? Island hopping on a boat. You watch all these videos where you see these guys, and that was a big one for me. And here I am sitting on this boat, hopping over to an island. That was pretty cool. But yeah, yeah, the skin tax can happen, but whatever. I mean, it's not too bad. I'd try not to let it bother me. Will you do a last swing song interview with It Swing before you go? Huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should reach out to her. Yeah, no, she's really great. Really, really, really good person. We met up a couple times now recently. We did that meet and greet. Um, yeah, back in Iowa Mall at the Coffee Bean. So she showed up for that. That was great. I met a lot of vloggers there. Yeah, Chris Goldfinger is hilarious. He's awesome and really has a heart for the kids. Yeah, motorcycle safety with his helmet. Yeah, giveaway was there. I did. So I remember. I don't even know how long ago it was when he was on a live with Paul, or not a live, but a video, or whatever, and they were talking about that helmet giveaway. And yeah, that's great. Good for him. I remember when he was kind of visualizing that thing, and yeah, that's really awesome. And you'll see that here. You'll see, you'll see 5 people on a scooter, and the only one with a helmet is mom and dad. It's part of it. So part of living here. It's an adjustment. Dean, have you watched any of the YouTube videos of RHIT Grid? You might find it funny, based around set up in the British. Okay, no, I haven't seen anything of that. RHIT crowd. I know there was some shows that were on TV about like an IT shop. I can only imagine. I mean, just my own IT shop, being there 20 years, especially for a law firm. You'd think, an IT shop for a law firm would have their stuff together, but I mean, they did for the most part. But there's some just crazy stuff. I had this one boss, man. He wanted to fire everyone over the age of 50. Completely illegal. It was stuff like that. Just ridiculous, right? Mm. But yeah, really, really fun. Yeah, good times. Corporate America. I had this one guy when I was applying for this management position. I didn't get the job and whatever. And he came back and told me, he says, Chris, we've got hiring metrics here. He said, if you were a woman, we would have gave you the job like that. And I was just like, what? That was one of the straws too for me. That was like, I'm so out of this country. I'm just done, man. I'm just done. Someone tells you if you're a certain gender, we would have given you a job just because we need to fill a metric. Why am I even here working? Oh, it was crazy times, right? Corporate America. Mm. Yes, G Street Games. Any other landmarks in Cebu you haven't been to yet that you hit up before you're leaving? Also, any chance of high up views of Cebu. I remember you did a video on your roof, and I was dying for a. Yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. What I think I could do with that, I think I can get my drone up on the viewing deck, and I could do a panorama shot here. I thought that would be a great shot. I just need to make sure it's a cool day, not so windy. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. And as far as other sites and stuff, I've hit a lot of the touristy stuff. I can see doing restaurants and some restaurant reviews that are in the area. Like my favorite, like it took me forever to find a good burger place. So definitely a video on like my favorite burger place would be something that I, that I would value if I was watching this channel, as well as just getting, kind of my favorite, yeah, some of my favorite restaurants I really feel like would be good. And then, a little bit more of the tour maybe of Ayala Mall again, just kind of show people around, where the movie theater is at. I've kind of some of that stuff, but yeah, really great. But yeah, an aerial shot of Cebu. Oh, I also want to ride over that bridge, the really beautiful bridge here. It's hard to do some drone stuff because I am kind of proximity to a major airport. So I really have to be careful around that. I don't want to break any kind of law with the drone in flight illegally. So yeah, but I do want to try to get a nice aerial shot of here, which I'm right on the border, so I should be able to do that no problem at all. Gary, what's up, man? Good morning, Chris and Joe. Safe travels to you both. Ching and I are looking forward to your Duma vlogs. Yes, brother. Yeah, thanks again, man. Good times hanging out with you guys and watching F1. What a race that was in Austin. Can't wait for the next races to see. So thanks again, man. The IT crowd, try it out. Given your thing, might find it funny. I can only imagine. What was that? There's a Suits. Suits was a show about this attorney in a law firm. I watched bits and pieces of that too. It's really kind of funny. I love that industry though, and actually the attorneys that I work for, they were incredible. All the staff, really, the attorney, paralegals, everybody was just great. Really strong friendships to this day. My only problem is just the department, honestly. Well, and if you think about it, you've got IT managers are like the worst, right? You've got a group of individuals who have no business managing people. They're just, I would always make a joke. It's like Bill Cosby opening up a women's shelter. It's not a good fit, right? You've got guys who they relate better to systems and technology and not people. And then they progress up their chain and now they're all of a sudden have nowhere to go other than managers. It's like, oh, it's just a recipe for a bad deal. But yeah, I can only imagine. I knew the price was a bit high, but it was raining and I just got done with a bus and ferry and wrote, yep. I told the Filipina I met, what I paid for the price. She was like, what? Yeah, it didn't make sense better. It can happen, Benny. You're right, brother. There's such thing as skin tax. It can happen. The nice thing about it is it's really not that high. I mean, you're talking in some ways the skin tax is less than $1, So I usually don't. There's a lot of people who, it does upset, but for me, I roll with it now. It's amazing to me. So I've met a lot of guys who are fresh off the boat, right? Here newly, and it's so interesting to see the changes that I've made since I've been here and how I still have a ways to go to slow down, especially if you ask Joe. But yeah, it's amazing to see for me the progression and just kind of, and one of the things that's really present for me is just kind of the media and how I just don't watch anything anymore. And then the guys are coming back and they're talking about stuff that's going on, and I'm just like, wow, I'm so glad that's not in my head, So yeah, really, really, really interesting to see that progression as I'm been here a while now. Check out my favorite restaurant in Duma. Okay, Casablanca. You'll also notice prices are about 25% lower in Duma compared to Cebu. Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to kind of comparing the two cities in a lot of ways. And I do feel I'm going to save myself a couple bucks moving to Dumaguete for sure. I live in a very expensive area of Cebu City in the business park, at one of probably the best condos here in the business park. Yes, burgers. Also, city night from high up is beautiful. Yeah, you're right. There's some really good spots. I can shoot high up at night. There's some rooftop bar restaurants kind of deal that are really great. And I actually got that kind of stuff I shoot on my phone. And actually just got the iPhone 15 because I had a 13, and when we went canyoneering, As I was talking about earlier in the live, my phone, I didn't realize it, but I had a crack, and then it got submerged, and I basically fried my phone. So I had to get a new phone. So, but this is what I shoot for night, because it's the iPhone actually has a really good night camera on it. So I'm excited about that. Yep. Yes. By the way, motorcycle rules and Duma, you'll be in heaven with the motorcycle culture. Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't wait to ride. Yeah, motorcycles rule in Duma. I gotcha. Yeah, and actually, I've gotten a little bit used to riding in Cebu. You know, I still take cabs and grabs pretty much everywhere. You can get around Cebu City without any kind of transportation. And I do believe, I said this in Mike's video too, I do believe a car is more of a hindrance than it is a help here in Cebu City. But I think as you get in Dumaguete, that's a different story. You know, the roads are a little bit, my understanding, I'll see here soon, but the roads are pretty congested kind of downtown. But once you get out, it's really wide open, and pretty much everyone rides everywhere. So I'm really excited about that. You know, getting to be able to ride around. Hey, good morning, brother. Yes, once in Duma, I hope you have some of that good pie. All right, yeah, get some good pie and good vibes. Yeah, appreciate it, brother. Hope you're good there, man. Jake, been meaning to ask, and perhaps I missed it on a previous video, but how did you decide on the Philippines? Yeah, Jake, great question, brother. So gosh, so I started my inquiry shortly after my divorce. I started thinking, you know what? I kind of want something different. I looked at moving in the United States, and I was whatever 50, and I'd been all over the United States really. I've lived in a lot of different places: South Dakota, Ohio, Kentucky, Florida. Born in California. I've been all over, right? Um, and so the thought of moving somewhere in the United States to maybe save some money just didn't appeal to me. And I lived in Colorado, and honestly, I feel Colorado is one of the most beautiful parts of the United States. I loved it out there. I'd been there for 20 years. So really going anywhere else is like, it doesn't appeal to me. So I said, all right. My journey started in South America, Central America, and Mexico. That was my first look. And I quickly, so Colombia was high on my list. Medellin was very high on my list. Panama was high on my list. But as I started looking around, I started hearing about Southeast Asia. So Thailand came right up on my list. Bangkok was my first option for a long time. And then I started hearing about Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Vietnam, Cambodia, uh, Philippines. I started hearing about some of these other regions. And, Philippines just kind of stood out. It quickly became down to Philippines and Thailand. And then when I looked at the Philippines, I looked at English speaking. I mean, English speaking guys is big here. It's different than people simply understand. People are very fluent here. All of the curriculum is taught in English. They have, like Joe was telling me, they had one book in Tagalog, which was their history book. Everything else, the text is all in English. So it's people who more than just kind of you can get by. Dude, they full on speak English, and then all your legal documents are in English. So when you go to sign a lease, you go buy a car, you do whatever, it's in a language that you fully understand. You go to a restaurant, there's no other language than English. The menus are in English. So it's just massive. And then when you're talking about a place where you're going to live and try to build a relationship, it's massive to do that. So now there's some drawbacks, right? Maybe a little bit better infrastructure in some other countries, things like that. Maybe a little bit better medical care. But what a lot of guys do is they come here, they meet their Filipino wife, and maybe they go to Thailand, or maybe they go to Kuala Lumpur, that kind of deal. So that's kind of how it all played out for me and why I chose the Philippines. So yeah, and I talk about that a little bit in my videos, but that's really kind of the process for me around that. Inexpensive, friendly people. That's another aspect of it, guys. Really, I mean, you've got a friendly environment, and not just the women, right? Everybody, the women, the men, they're curious about us. They're still very grateful for World War II. They respect us, they admire us, they're curious about us. It's a country where we're really well liked, right? So, I mean, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to go to a country where you're liked, admired about the locals, and women want to date you? I mean, come on, right? Complete opposite from what we're used to. So I mean, it was just kind of a no-brainer once I really kind of looked at it. Thailand, it's different. You're looked at kind of more as an ATM, not with everybody, And again, these are general statements, right? Not everywhere in the Philippines you're going to have that either, too, right? Where you're respected, admired. But generally, you're more looked as a transactional type of relationship in the Philippines or in the Thailand, So you're always going to be a farang, you know. You're not really respected like you are here in this country. So yeah, just different, but still great, beautiful in Thailand, gorgeous, better infrastructure. You got trains and stuff like that you can go up to. So I don't necessarily think there's one better. There's just differences depending on what you're looking for, right? Yeah, great question though, Jake. Thanks for letting me kind of represent that for myself. Appreciate it. Dion's, yeah, Zup, Vin Diesel, yes, Vin Diesel, Bruce Willis, Jason's, what's the Statham? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Dana White now too. Yeah, what's up, brother? Hope you're good there. Yeah, Dean, Bill Cosby opened up a woman's shelter. Crack me up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just, dude, IT shops are bad, man. Bad like that, and they're just bad. You've got a group of, a manager. Number one job is, you're right, to be able to relate to his peers, relate to the people he's managing, and just IT people in general. IT, people in that industry have zero people skills, and here they are, progress through their ranks, and now they got to lead people. It's like it's completely foreign to them, and it's a bad setup. Benny, I need to find a way to accept the skin tax. Yeah, if I'm going to live there, it does. I remember you talking about that, brother. It just, and you're right in a sense, brother, where you probably want to, you know, you, no, I go back and forth, right? And because it is wrong for us to be charged by what we are, and we don't want to set a precedent where we don't, everyone, they can just charge us more, right? You got two prices, but at the same side, anything like that, brother, I think just let it go. You know what I mean? I just come here and chill out. Any kind of baggage that you're holding on to, for us, I mean, that's why we come over here, right? It's just drop, let all that stuff, leave it all in the States, right? Just let it there, whatever it is. We all have it. We all have something. We all have a version of something that we're bringing over with us that doesn't really allow us to enjoy what we came here for, right? You know what I'm saying, brother? Yeah, but find a way. But I hear you. A lot of people talk about it. It's there a little bit, and honestly, what I do kind of Benny around that is Joe buys a lot of the stuff. She still gets taxed because they see a foreigner here, but it's a conversation I don't necessarily even have to participate in. She just handles it. People made comments on that, I think, on one of the boat rides that I took, and they're like, dude, why don't you negotiate and whatever? I just don't even. I let the Filipina deal with it, right? Because she's going to negotiate, she's going to handle all that, and I can just kind of bounce away from it. I mean, they're going to give her the best price, not me. You know, I think the best high up view in Cebu and Mandaue City you can get is from Cebu Tops. Yeah, yeah, we brought our drones there early morning, 6 a.m. and got some great shots. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really great. Maybe I will cruise up there and shoot some stuff from up there. I've been up there a bunch of times. We were just up there. We were up there at night, and yeah, we did some night stuff. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think I could show you guys this night shot here. I think one of these might be pretty good. Let's see if I can copy that over. Yeah, we did a. Yeah, maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. And present extra camera slides. Yeah, anyways, maybe. Yeah, sorry, I was gonna see if I could bring in a video, bring in a picture. Yeah, well, yeah, we actually went up there atop of Cebu, and I got some night shots that that turned out all right. It's beautiful up there. Beautiful. For those of you guys don't know, right up the Trans Central Highway, it's a really big spot you can go to. Top of Cebu, also Temple Lea. They're both right in that area. And Top of Cebu is just this restaurant that overlooks the city. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's really, really gorgeous. Yeah, I'd love to figure out how to share that video file, picture in picture. Present. Yeah, 1 second. I think I can get this. I was an IT guy after all, right? Share screen. Share screen. Window. Yeah. Share. You guys seeing that at all? Yeah, you guys are seeing that. Yeah, so that's a shot I took at night from the top of Cebu. Really cool. A little bit hazy, but not too bad, right? Yeah, kind of cool. Yeah, you guys are seeing that. Sweet. All right, cool. All right. Yeah. Also, I hope you document your house hunting for those of us planning to move there. Yeah, Jake, that's a great idea. I'll do that. I'll do that. The other thing I'll do, Jake, is I'll shoot a full video of the place I'm at right now and kind of tell everybody. I haven't. I mean, a lot of people know where I'm at, but I've kind of held off the full blown tour just for my own kind of security deal. But I'll also do kind of where I'm at now. So yeah. But yeah, the process in Dumaguete, I'll do a little bit, but I also don't want to give away my location there. That is one of the things that is, dude, the security here where I'm at, amazing, amazing. You got guys with rifles, shotguns, all of it, here. And for someone to get, it's impossible for someone to get to my door. Impossible. Dumaguete, not so much, not so much. They don't really have the condos like here. You have houses or small apartments, so a little different vibe there. So I need to be a little more careful with giving away my location when I'm there versus when I'm here. Yeah, but I'll shoot it. I'll shoot some like stuff as far as kind of how it plays out as far as you know looking around, that kind of deal. JC Joe Swim, you think she wants to get diving certified, or is the hot tub life good enough? Yeah, dude, she dives. She's actually a really, really, really strong. She's a good swimmer, really good swimmer. I think she would go for it. She and I are doing some snorkeling and stuff like that. We both bought a lot of snorkel gear. She did a lot of it when we were in Mobile. I was sick, but I didn't go. But she did. She did the sardines and the whale shark. So yeah, she's a really good swimmer. Jack, yeah, the language is huge for me. I've been all over the Philippines, and a lot of folks I've met spoke better English than here in the United States. Jake, it's big. It's big, man. It's huge. And everyone may not speak back to you. They might be shy about their English. So, but most people they understand you enough where you can get everything you need, where you're going, gas, whatever, food, bathroom. Those are all conversations you can have with people with even them not even talking back to you, right? So they're going to understand what's going on. You don't need a translator. You don't need any of that stuff. Yeah, it's big. And then, like I said, walking into a restaurant and having a full menu that you can order from and do that. I know that doesn't sound like much, but trust me, when you sell all your stuff and you move here, those things are important. Those little things where it reminds you of home or it gives you some comfort and ease versus going to a country where you can't talk to a soul or read anything, have fun with that. But it's just that gateway. And then from here, maybe go out to Thailand, maybe go to Malaysia, go to Vietnam. My understanding of Vietnam, they just opened up their e-visa for 3 months now. You can head out there. But, plopping your butt in Vietnam after selling your stuff and not understanding anything, that would be a challenge. That would be hard for me. Coming here really kind of makes it a lot easier in a lot of ways. And then, like I said, it's a gateway where you can then you can go explore other parts of Southeast Asia if you wanted to. For me, there's a lot to explore here in the Philippines where I don't really have any intention to go out of the country for a while yet. My visa expires in December, and I plan on just doing a whole nother 6-month visa. So I don't have any intention of going out of the country for a while. I might go back to Colorado in the summer. So I might do that. But other than that, I really don't have a plan to get out of this country. Hey now, big buddy, good to see you. Did you hear about Tim K's issue with a store owner suing him for losing face? Yes, I have heard about that. It's a great reminder, guys. It's a great reminder that we are a visitor in this country. And, I think we can get complacent or whatever about kind of where we're at. But man, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful, you know. And I don't know if I was on Alive right after that incident happened, and he talked a little bit differently then than he is now about that incident. And I don't want to comment too much on that, but that's a dangerous situation for us and a great reminder for us that we are a visitor in this country. If you think IT is bad, you would cringe at programming. Yeah, dude. Well, same shop, dude. Same shop. I learned the hard way coming from being a psychiatrist and used to talking and banging heads with some real characters in the game industry, dude. You know it. I mean, IT industry for 20 years, brother. It's not a good dynamic at all. Oh, those guys, it's just unbelievable. No IT. Honestly, I feel IT managers should not have worked their way up, and and they should be outside the department. The real manager experience. It's just hilarious. I hear you, brother. I really do, dude. Don't copy the wrong photo over. No speedo shots. Yeah, I know, right? Oh no. Yeah, not a bad shot, right? That's an iPhone shot. I don't think that's my new phone. I think that's my 13, but no, actually that is my new phone. Anyways, yeah, not bad for an iPhone. P.S. Hit the like button. Hey, Hex, appreciate that, brother. Really do. Guys, it's amazing to me. It really is amazing to me, kind of to being right here, right now, doing this with you guys. It's just I'm so honored. I really am. It is just an honor and a privilege to kind of do this. And it just because a year ago I was there. I was right there in your chair, listening to guys talk about coming here and life in the Philippines. So I just really appreciate the opportunity to be here in this moment. So thank you guys. It doesn't matter to me about skin tax. When I get an exchange rate of 1,000 more, I'm happy to pay an extra 50 cents. Yeah, dude, I'm with you. And there's also a conversation of we have to be mindful of what we're paying, so that way we don't create a precedent where they can just charge us whatever, right? So I think there's a balance there. There's a fine line of it just accepting it and saying, hey, you know what, anyways, I think there's a little bit of a fine line there, but I'm with you. I'm with you. First thing I thought it was Bruce Willis. Yeah, dude, my old law firm, they just called me Bruce. They called me Bruce. It was funny. Yeah, that would make an awesome wallpaper. Yeah. Oh man. I think the skin tax is more than the tourist area. I think provincial people are not going to much in this direction. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit. It's around, but like I said, I think it's a fine line of just accepting it versus, hey, you know what? Not necessarily fighting it, but also saying, hey, probably not a good idea to charge people more based on where they're from. But yeah, like I said, I let Joe handle it. Honestly, I don't get involved in that for the most part, and I think that's what a lot of guys do. Is that their Filipino girlfriend or wife, whatever, handles all those kind of interactions, so they don't really have to deal with it. First time viewer for Alive. Yeah, man. Thanks for providing us with value information. My pleasure, Timbo. Really appreciate you being here. I know as a guy who was looking to come out here, the lives were critical. They were just so key in what they provided. So, and what I would do is I would just, some of them were hours long, right? And I would just listen to them after the fact if I couldn't catch one. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. As like I said, for me, they were really instrumental in me coming out here and the information that they would provide, because people would ask questions, some things that I would think of or some things I wouldn't think of, or I could ask questions. And it was just great. Yeah. Yeah. Best protection against skin tax is speaking them in their language. Yeah, absolutely. And I think too, not only that, it's also a good way to relate, right? I mean, granted, everyone speaks English as we're talking about before, but I still think too, Magandang umaga, right? Is your guy is from Luzon. I mean, versus me saying my own buntag even, or buntag, right? Just being just getting that relatedness to people is so key and important. It's just so important. When I see someone and I tell them emping, which is like take care, or I say salama, which is thank you. I mean, they appreciate that so much. It goes so far. Those little couple things. And people say, hey, you want anything, that you want some rest, they like in a lot of tourist areas, they'll show you menus. Hey, come eat. And I'll be like, no, I'll be like basug, which is full, and they just smile and they laugh, and so it is important for a lot of reasons. I feel for us to get a couple words, right? Get a couple words that we can just thank you and that kind of stuff. So yeah, good stuff. Joe, watching from the South Bus Terminal. Amping, Joe, take care. We'll see you in Dumageddon. Ride safe. We'll see you there soon. What time is it? Wow, it's 8:13. Guys, we're gonna do 15 more minutes at 8:30. I do have a hard stop. We're gonna hop on the road and go. But yeah, safe travels there, Joe. We will see you in Dramageddon. So, but we'll be on for 15 more minutes, guys. So you don't have to bounce off yet. Yep. Bon voyage, Joe. Hi from me and Janet. Yes, tell Janet hi. Hope her teeth are doing well. If you guys, watching Mike's stuff, Janet's got a bunch of dental work done up here. So yeah, hope Janet's doing well. We'll see you guys soon in Dumageddon. Hey Joe, if you're not already, kind of vlog what it's like getting the bus and how to take the bus and that kind of good stuff if you could. And then we'll see about kind of making a video together from your content and mine. So yeah. Yes. Hello, Joe. Yo, Joe. I thought you were sitting next to. So she bounced out a minute ago. She met up with Janet. Mike and Janet, we're neighbors here in Cebu. So they met up. They took a cab over to the South Bus Terminal, and they're taking the bus down to Dumageddon. It's just my bike is hard for 2-up. It really is hard. It's not bad with 2-up, but 2-up in gear, it's impossible. It's a new bike. I have a Royal Enfield Hunter 350, and it's a new bike where we can't really, there's no bags or anything like that. So yeah, let's see if we can share a picture of the bike. Yes. How did I do that before? Yes. Anyways. Yeah. So I have a bike. So they're taking the bus, and I'm gonna ride over. Yes. She's sitting next to Janet, the supermodel. By the way, Joe's got a small channel. She's doing a lot of YouTube shorts and stuff like that on her channel. So feel free to check her out. Joe the Latania. She'll do some stuff that it's just kind of different, and then her experience. So yeah, check her out if you like. Beautiful Joe. Remember the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Morton. Yes. Hey, beat Benny. Yep. So we all went together. So Joe, we've met so many people recently, man. Haven't we, girl? This past week, we've met, I don't even know how many people. We've met. A bunch. So it's been a great time. Like I said, it's been really just kind of cool too, seeing my own transition as I've been here 10, 11 months now. So yeah, really good times. Yeah. Yes, Janet. Where are we at? Yes. Guys, take care. Supermodel Janet, Supermodel Joe on their way down to the beautiful Dumageddon. It's the main reason why I went freelance. Yeah, brother, I hear you. IT management is horrible. Horrible, man. Yeah, I hear you. Good for you, though, man. Good for you. Yeah, there's been it's a great industry, man, especially gaming, programming. Obviously, since the pandemic, it's just exploded. Yeah, man. Yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, it's really cool. Yes, hello, Janet and Joe. Safe travels. We will see you soon on the other side. I wonder who's going to get there first. Are you guys going to get there first, or Mike and I going to get there first? I guess it kind of depends on how we ride. Yeah, when in Rome, you do as the Roman. I agree, man. And that's so cool. That's what I love about being here, Jerry. It just kind of, I get to chill. I get to relax. I get to disconnect. I get to focus on this, traveling around this country, hanging out with Joe and my friends out here. It's really, really, I love it. Highly recommend it. And you guys should come out. Come do a trip. Come hang out. Do at least 2 weeks, though, right? As long as you can, better. Because it takes you a while to adjust to the time zone, honestly. John, Chris, who does more cooking in the kitchen, you or Joe? Gosh, John, honestly, neither one of us have doing a lot of cooking lately. But Joe does a lot. She'll cook us breakfast in the morning. But yeah, I'll cook some stuff too. I like crock pot cooking. That was one of the things I like to do in the States. So I do a lot of, I bought a crock pot. So I'll do some crock pot stuff, which isn't very common here. And Joe's learned to love crock pot stuff, but yeah, we'd both do a little bit. Yes. Hello, Janet. I've noticed channel numbers are going up again. Good to see, man. I'm with you, brother. Yeah, we really hit kind of a stale point. But we've put out a couple of videos recently. What's that? I can't remember the one I just did a couple weeks ago. That really got a lot of hits. And then also too, the collaboration with Mike, that also was really big. Mike's just been great. It's really been cool connecting with him and hanging out with him. So yeah, it's been on the up again, which I agree. It's discouraging, right? You put all this work and stuff, and I'm not doing it for money, right? I'm really not. I'm you know, it's more about fun and exploration. But you know, and a couple bucks, you know, to kind of cover the costs and stuff, that would be cool if that could start happening. But when you bring it in and people aren't watching it, it can be a little frustrating. I'll fully acknowledge that. But you know, whatever. It is, but it isn't. At the same time, like I said, this channel also too is very much for me and in my family. But you know, I envision too me watching 20 years from now, being like, oh man, remember when we did that? You know, remember when I did that? And you know, so it is very, you know, autobiographical and I get to check out for me. You know, like I said, down the road when I'm maybe not able to travel or stuff to kind of reflect on. So yeah, you know, it is good though. I'm excited to see things going back up again. I really am. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing this channel, Chris. Yeah, thanks you, Rob. Yeah, I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Be careful talking about IT managers. Some of them have some of them moderate to good people skills. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I just in my experience of working with in IT shops for multiple decades is that no, I had really one phenomenal boss. He was just great. The guy Larry, just phenomenal boss. Really was a great guy. He's director now of some other firms now too. So so those guys are great. They are out there just in general, right? They don't really have good people skills, you know, as you know, you know. But yeah, that's right. I do remember you, Philip. You've got a shop too that you manage. That's great, man. Good for you, man. But I had a really great boss, and we're still friends. You know, when I got in my accident and I was in the hospital, he came out and visited me, and we talked, and just a good human being. He and I played softball together. We actually were kind of good friends too. So, but yeah, no, they're out there. They're out there. Yeah. Why the hell did you break into my house and sit in my chair a year ago? Why the hell did you break into my house and sit in my chair a year ago? Dude, I'm not tracking. Break in my house a year ago. I don't know what we're talking about, Hex. Too funny. Yeah. Tell Joe I said hi. Well, she's here, Rob. Yep. Yeah, she's here. She's traveling. Yeah. Too funny. TJ, yes, we must be remembered that we don't have the same rights in other countries and foreigners do in the States. Yeah, I think we're talking about how far am I behind? Yeah, the Tim stuff. Yeah, it's a great reminder, guys. I think anytime some of this stuff happens, it's you know, we gotta watch. We gotta be careful. We gotta realize, you know, we're visitors here, man, and we can be, you know, deported or not renewed or do our visas and be like, no, you know, I don't know that really happens, but you know, we got to be careful, man. We want to be here, especially if this is home. You know, I think my backup plan would probably be like Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur, or, you know, that kind of deal, or maybe go to Vietnam and Thailand. But you know, we got to be careful. Yeah, yeah. Probably the best about where you live, you may not have to deal with a lot of the small issues and the fills. Yeah, the best. Yeah, no, yeah, Cebu Business Park is so easy. It's so easy, guys. So easy for us to be here. You got your immigration. I go to JRC right across from the mall. You know, here's my passport. Here's whatever, 500 pesos, or I don't even know what they charge. It's not that much. And they just handle it. There's so many services here built in, you know, restaurants and all that stuff. It's so simple. It's so easy. So easy. When I get there next July, I may vlog for a couple of reasons. One, it allows my kids and family to see how I am and what I'm doing. And two, to give me something to do. Absolutely, Chris. Same with me. You know, I if it's not obvious here, right this second, or any of my videos, dude, I am a busy guy. I'm a hyper guy. I like being active. I like doing stuff. I'm also, as I've talked about before, I'm an IT guy, so I really love I love technology. So it allows me to play in that arena still with the videography and photography and cameras and video editing. I love this stuff. So it's a passion of mine. It's a hobby. And you're right. You get to document your experience for your friends, for your family, for yourself. The other thing that's really key about this, Chris, that I knew before getting into it, which is important, it allows you to make connections and friends. It allows you to network. And man, I've met just some incredible people, amazing people. Almost everybody. Yeah, I've met whatever, an oddball, whatever, but whatever. I'd say 99.9% of the people that I've met have just been great, just been awesome. So that is another huge benefit of doing a YouTube channel is the people that you will meet. It's just really, really cool. And as a foreigner in this country, that's key to build that network. So I'm actually going to be developing some things around ways that people can connect with each other, community. So I want to build a community where it's not just about me, right? It's about people, a community, people coming together. I really want to figure out ways I can set that up. And I don't yet, right? So what's with the penguin? The penguin. Oh yeah, my daughter gave me that before I left here. So it's a reminder of her. Yeah, reminder of Colorado lows, right? The snow. Yeah, I know it's a gift my daughter gave me. Yeah. Hello, Janet. Yes. Do you do reconnaissance trip to Duma? Yes, I am. I'm doing a quick check out Dumageddon, see what it's like, check out some neighborhoods, that kind of deal. Yeah, just get a feel for. I've not been down there yet. I've not. So yeah. No, just get out and ride, do some riding, too. So it should be fun. Yes, morning, Joe. Mike is waiting for you. I know we're almost done. I told him 8:30. 5 more minutes, Janet. Yes. Hey, how's it going, man? Hope all is well. 30 days to my flight to Cebu. Let the scouting begin. Much love to you and Joe in Buffalo. Yeah, you too, brother. I hope you're good there, man. Hope all is well. And it's so exciting, right? So exciting. To meet guys like you that are on their scouting trip. They're checking it out. I met this guy recently, a retired firefighter from Austin. He's a great guy, but I have to warn you, and I had the same perception too, dude. The dating is not like what you guys think it is. It's just not. You don't get off the airplane and you're not greeted by 20 girls. It's a very conservative culture, and you got to be mindful of it. But yeah, just come here, just chill and relax. Don't worry about the dating. Come here to check it out. I tell guys when you're on your scouting trip, wake up every day and say to yourself, could I live here? Could I live here? And ask yourself that question. The bugs are okay, the temperature okay, the poverty okay, the dogs, the cats, is that okay? Maybe the potential scam, the skin tax. You really just kind of want to look at it and be like, can I live here? But also too, so that's the negative stuff, but just look at your interactions with people. How are you treated? How are your interactions with the people that you're dealing with at the restaurants, at the hotel, just walking around? Are they friendly? Are they happy? Or are you being conflicted? That kind of thing. But yeah, man, really, really good stuff. Good for you, brother. I'm really excited for you, man. And obviously when you get here, we'll get together and we'll hang out 30 days. We should be around. Yeah. Yeah, Dumageddon Reynolds, good. Yeah, Janet and those guys. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting on the road. I love motorcycle riding, so it's gonna be fun. Oh, so you said a year ago you were sitting in the same place in the chair as we are now. I was, X. Oh yeah. Now I forgot what your. I gotta scroll up. You told me, and now I forgot. Yes. Well, yes. Why did you break? Oh, sorry, brother. Sorry. Why did you break into my house in my chair a year ago? Yeah, sorry, brother. That's funny. That's hilarious. I was, man, sitting right there, right there. Oh, funny. Oh, brother John. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I was a foreigner living in the U.S. once. Yes, I did have the same rights as a citizen do, but I try my best to adapt to culture and systems. Yeah. This is my attorney buddy, John. He and I have become great friends, and really been cool connecting with him. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Too fun. I ride with the wind. Yeah, out of trouble. Not sure how Tim K got predicament, but it's best to just walk away quietly. Dude, as a foreigner, especially in a saving face culture, man, oof, that's just a dynamic that we are not aware of. We're just not. We are not aware of it. Clearly, if you look at how we are in public towards each other, we're not aware of it. We're just, it's completely foreign to us. So, and I love that, honestly. I was always kind of a conflict avoiding type of guy. And so, so I love the fact that that's very similar to here. But as a Westerner, man, when we're pretty, we kind of seek out conflict sometimes. You man, you gotta watch out, man, in this country. Yeah. Yep. Mike is waiting for you. I'll just be driving. Both you guys. See you guys. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. We're almost done, folks. Yeah, I think Tim is living large in a very poor area. That's about all it takes. Yeah, someone else made that comment, honestly. Someone else made the comment as far as you have to be careful about living large and showing your wealth and that kind of deal. So yeah, maybe it's time for him to move to an area or move around a little bit where it's not so maybe so flaunting in other people. But I don't know. I've been around. So Joe is from Southern Leyte, and I've been around that area. So it's hard to say, right? It's also hard to get a grip of someone purely based on their channel. It really is, guys. It really is. I mean, we really don't know what's going on right over there. I mean, we have some speculation, testosterone, and things kind of get in the way. But we just honestly, truth, we don't really know. Another great live, Chris. Thank you for your insight and info. Safe travels. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks, John. Yep. Philip, hit that like button, subscribe. Yes, like and subscribe. Peace out, Chris. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on Dramageddon. Buy Al Capone before you leave. Sweet. I need breakfast. I haven't eaten. You're a little bit. I had a little bit of Tompo Joe this morning. I can't even know why she was upset with me. It's something about. I think something came up on my live stream about. I don't even know, or not live stream. My YouTube shorts or something. It was kind of funny. A little bit of Tompo Joe. So I didn't get any breakfast this morning, but it's all right. Yes, Benny. All right, guys. We're gonna end the live this morning. We're gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up with Mike. We're gonna head down to Dumageddon. We'll see you guys soon, man. I really just want to finish up by saying, again, thank you. I just really appreciate and acknowledge and everyone being here. It is very much a dream for me. It's an honor to kind of be here right now with you all. So really, I don't take your time lightly. I really just really appreciate all of you guys and hope you all are there, staying safe, staying healthy, keeping your head on, man. I get it. Try to keep your head on, stay away from the crazy and chaos, find ways to make yourself happy, exercise, whatever, if that works. It does for me. But just keep your head on during some of this crazy stuff that I hear is going on. And you guys just take care, right? Be safe. Be safe.